Hi there everyone, this is Lilith Eccles and welcome back to another one of my videos for Eltenu. And today I'm going to be doing a stamp focus video. So the stamp focus today is on this lovely circled sentiment stamp set. In the stamp set you get 20 circled sentiments and they can be used on a scrapbook layout or on a card. Now for my first technique I'm just using a 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock, white cardstock, and preferably smooth cardstock, and I'm going to be stamping the first circle in the middle of the page, hence me using the Misty 12 by 12 tool. But you could just do this by maybe just measuring with a ruler. So I'm going to place my second stamp and stamp that with Caribbean blue. So the first one was Arctic and the second one is Caribbean blue. And I'm just going to alternate these two colors and stamp a whole background. Now you can stamp your whole background or just like me, just do 3 rows. Now another way of doing this is just doing this really randomly and mixing lots of different colors. So lots of possibilities. And here's the layout I created using my background. Now let's go on to technique 2. Now once again I'm going to be creating a background, but this background is a little bit different as I will be heat embossing. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the stamp and just stamp this randomly over the card, and I'm using a glue ink for this. Something like Versamark would be perfect. Now once I've got my images all in place, I'm going to take some white embossing powder. If you've only got clear, that will work as well, and just add that to the cardstock, making sure that all the spots are nicely covered in embossing powder. Now I'm just going to pop the excess back into its little pot, and now I'm going to heat emboss the images. Now what I usually do is that I go over the images with my heat gun just the first time, and then I will just go over them a second time. I have had the experience that if I keep the heat gun in one place too long, it just burns the paper. That's why I prefer just to go over it a couple of times. Now I'm just going to clean my craft mat, and then I'm going to add a little bit of color. Now the first color is a lovely yellow, and it is called maple yellow. And I'm just going to add a little bit of Pinkalicious, add some water, and then just pop my cardstock onto that. Now here I would like a little bit more pink, so I'm just going to add a bit of water to that color and just pop that around the edges. And there I have my beautiful background, and you can do the same with the yellow and just add some colors. And here is the finished card, and yes, I made a card this time, and it's this lovely peachy yellow color which I think is gorgeous. And here is the final technique I used. I used the circled sentiments to create my title. Now there are some lovely sentiments which are perfect for titles. And now there's one stamp which says, "You make me," or "You make me feel," sorry. I just stamped that in some permanent black ink. And then I'm going to add a lovely die cut to that with the word happy. And I'm just going to show you how I'm going to add a little bit of color. I'm using 2 pink tones here. And I'm just adding a little bit of water and just popping that die cut into the 2 inks, and it will color a really lovely pink. And here's the finished layout. Thank you so much for watching. If you've got any questions, just pop them in the comment section, and have a lovely day. Bye bye.